Yeah, we is for sure.
All right, this is YSM Sports Media. I'm here with my man GHB TV. I want y'all to check out Sunday Dinner, Fighting Words with Bang, and then the Smoke Show with GHB TV. That's later on tonight. We bring you this special live. We don't normally do lives together.
Right.
All right, Kid Austin has pulled out of his fight against Jojo Diaz on November 8th due
Yeah.
to a sprained wrist. G, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I think he got like some type of weird look. I just found out talking to
Hmm,
you, but it was crazy because I was breezing through the gram and I saw on his story he put up a picture of his hand his wrist basically wrapped up or whatever. I
hmm.
don't know, man. I just think he got like some type of bad luck, some type of, you know what I mean? Timing is everything, and I don't know why this happened, but I don't know. It was a great opportunity for him. Fight with Jojo Diaz. You know what I mean? I figure he probably just gonna get something better later on, or maybe they could revisit it. But they were supposed to fight in like 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, it was on Virgil Ortiz card. John, what's good with you?
Yeah.
Um, you you've been a fighter, you've been a trainer. How often do injuries occur in boxing?
All the time. You know what I mean? All the time. It's just sometimes guys don't have the luxury of pulling out because they need the money. You know what I'm saying? Or because they need the opportunity. So a lot of times guys go into fights and what people don't understand is the inspection from the doctor is not that it's not that like uh how could you say it's
In
not.
depth?
Yeah, it's simple. It'd be like hold your hands up. You know what I mean? You might hold your fist balled out like this, right? And then he'd be like, all right, if I press down, don't let me push your hands down. So you know what I mean? You make sure your hands don't drop. And then they might grab your wrist or grab your knuckles. I mean, just to ask you if everything okay. Long as you don't flinch or you know what I mean, you don't give some type of sign that there's an injury, we go ahead and we fighting. You know what I mean? So a lot of times, guys are injured somewhere on their body. It's just that, like I said, they need the money or they need the opportunity, and they're not gonna pull out. You know what I mean? For that, not saying Kid Austin shouldn't have pulled out. I'm saying he has the luxury to pull out. Some fighters don't. You know what I mean?
Give me a percentage, G. How many fighters go into a fight with an injury?
I'm gonna easily say 65%. I'm gonna easily say because you can get injured early in camp and then heal up and still get in there and be cool. But then there's some guys who get injured the week before, 2 weeks before, shit like that, and they don't have the luxury to pull out. They gotta do what they gotta do. You know what I mean? I know that happened for Jesse Hart when he was fighting Joe Smith. He had messed his right hand up real bad, but he was like, I ain't pulling out of this fight. I mean, it's a big fight.
Oh shit. So he
Yeah,
went into that. Okay. Now it
yeah,
makes sense, like looking back at the performance. But a lot of times, us fans, first thing we say is, "Oh, no excuses, no excuses."
yeah. I mean, it's just the game. I'm saying 65%, but it might be higher. It might be higher. I mean, I'm not a judge of that, but I'm gonna say 65 because that's to me that's a good number. I mean, I've gone into fights. My back might be hurting. Anything, arms, shoulders, you know what I mean? All types of shit, man. It's your body's constantly taking a beating, and you actually take a worse beating in training than you do in the fights. So that's why some guys still fight. You know what I mean? And they're not gonna pull out.
Going into a fight like that, going into any fight, as a man, as a father, as a boyfriend, as a husband, is the check on your mind like, yo, I can't miss out on this bread?
I've been trying to tell people for a long time. It's nothing like a boxing check. You know what I mean? Only thing probably better than a boxing check is probably like an NFL check or NBA check, and that's just a different level. But boxing, like I said, you being paid over, you getting ready for 5 weeks, 6 weeks, seven, whatever it is, and then you making hundreds of thousands or a couple $1 million. There's nothing better than that. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing better than that, especially for a fight. You know what I mean? So of course it's on your mind. Of course you're thinking about it.
Now I feel like we kid he's coming off of a spectacular performance. But I feel like with kid, there's always the elephant in the room of the Shakur Stevenson fight.
Right.
And do you think that's always going to be hanging over his head? Because, like you said, injuries happen. This is a very common injury, but now everybody's going to assume it's here we go again.
I mean, that's the best thing about having a family member in your corner because it's somebody who cares about you before all the money, before all the fame, before all the attention. It's somebody who really care about you. And no matter what, no matter how we feel about Schofield Sr., he loved his son and he want his son to be in the best position at all times. So even if it is Jojo Diaz or if it's Shakur, if my son ain't right, we ain't getting in that ring. And that's what fighters need because a fighter don't give a fuck. A fighter will fight you. A fighter will fight you with one eye. You know what I mean? If you don't believe me, check the history books. It was a fighter out of Philly by the name of what's my
Tion.
name? No, not Tion too. Tion Kennedy fought basically with one eye for a long time. But it was another one who back in the day when they would give him the test, you go to the physical and you do your test, you cover one eye. He basically memorized the chart so that when they would ask him to read a line, he would just recite the line from memory. You know what I mean? When he was
Mm.
covering his good eye. So that's how bad fighters want to fight. You know what I'm saying? So you need people in your corner who gonna protect you, like a Schofield Senior, to be like, nah, this we ain't doing it. You know what I mean? No matter how much promotion got put on, no matter how much money got put into it, we ain't doing it because we ain't in the best position. And I would like to think the reason he pulled them out too, the wrist that he sprained was the wrist that he do the damage with, the right wrist. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So that being his power hand, I think his dad just was like, nah, we ain't risking it. You know what I mean?
Do you think he's going to face some backlash from this? Being that I saw a guy, my man Easy Bands, he said that Kid Austin is a promotional, or a promoter's worst nightmare. He's a guy that fucks up the money. This
Mm,
being the co-main event to a really, really good card.
yeah. I mean, the backlash is to be expected, but here's the thing. Schofield is not 35 years old. He not 30. Schofield not even 25. So he got time. He got time to make some shit happen. He don't have to fight right now. Did we want to see the fight with him and JoJo? Hell yeah, we did. But if the man is injured and he can't do it, then it is what it is. You know what I mean? The backlash don't matter because after he recover and he come back and he beat two or three more guys, they'll forget about it.
I think that fans underestimate a training camp and how grueling it is. And like, yo, being around y'all, I've seen so many fucking injuries that now I'm kind of numb to it. I remember the first time, I'm gonna say who it was. It was Scoot. Scoot was heading into a big fight. And I'm looking and I'm like, and this is years ago. Years ago. We was at 101.
Yeah,
And Scoot regular. Like, I can see it's a fucking injury. He knows it's a fucking injury. And ain't nobody, it's not a big deal to nobody. And that's when I was slowly learning, like, damn, like these dudes is always hurt.
yeah. When Brill fought Torch, I think 2 weeks before the fight, he dropped some shit on his foot at work. You know what I mean?
I remember that.
He was working on trucks, dropped some shit on his foot, had to wrap his foot up, go see a doctor, make sure it wasn't broke. It wasn't broke, but it was like sprained or something. You know what I mean? He kept coming to the gym and training. You know what I mean? He was wearing one of those little boots and shit. You know what I mean? You gotta do what you gotta do at the end of the day. You know what I mean? You gotta do what you gotta do. But he's in position where he can pull out of a fight like this. Not every fighter is in that position. So that's why you don't see it as often guys pulling out. The reason you see guys fighting because they need that money at the end of the day.
My man, The Wiz says Frazier was legally blind in his left eye.
Yeah, it could have been true. Could have been true. I know for a fact. I forgot my man name. I'm mad that I'm doing this. He one of my favorites too. But yeah, he was blind for sure in his eye. And he was still fighting.
Now,
Gypsy
that's
Joe Harris. Gypsy
Gypsy
Joe
Joe.
Harris.
Yo, was he
Yeah.
winning fights with one eye?
Yeah, he was 20. He retired like 24-1. And the only reason he retired, the commission made him retire. He was fighting. He didn't feel like retiring.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so what makes sense? I know Oscar. That was chief support to a really really good fight,
Yeah.
and Oscar is going to want to keep Jojo Diaz on because he's a Mexican with a name. So you just find somebody in there for Jojo to punch on, and then revisit this fight later, or do you put it on its own card? Like how would you do it, Greg Hackett, the promoter?
I would bring somebody for JoJo because what I can now promote is JoJo is on some shit. JoJo just beat
Well, he had to draw, but
well, he had a
some
draw.
people
Yeah,
felt like
I don't know why I keep saying he won. I thought he won that fight.
some people felt like he won.
Yeah. I felt like he won that fight. Well, he had a good fight
Wait,
with Regis Prograis, and then this will put him back in the winner's circle. Just get him a win. You get JoJo a win, get him a good guy. You know what I mean? Somebody that got a good record that he can win a winnable fight, somebody with a good record, and therefore I feel like you could build the return of Schofield. You know what I mean? Off of that, like, well, JoJo did his part. You know what I mean? He continued to fight. He fought a guy that took the fight on short notice, yes, but he did his thing, and then now we can run the Schofield fight back. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't see. I think Schofield is one of those guys. When you think about it, yeah, he's a headache when you think about the shit that they've been through already. Yeah, he's a headache, but he has longevity on his side because of his
mm,
age. So if we cut him, we might be cutting one of the next guys. But
mm.
if we keep him, we can make a lot of money off him. You know what I mean? It's plain and simple.
And when you think about it, he's already built up. He has a name, right? So you already built him up into an attraction. It may be like a low to mid tier level attraction, but
Yeah,
at that age, being attraction this early, he's more popular than a lot of world champions.
right,
And
right,
so if you slot him in there with Al Haim and Eddie Hearn, they don't really got to do much. You just put him in the right fights and it's up.
right. So yeah, I mean, I understand, but like I said, it's if you have the luxury to pull out. Everybody don't have that. You know what I mean? Luckily, he has that. He has a support system. You know what I mean? And I hope he heal up quick and get back to doing what he do. You know what I mean? A sprained wrist. I don't know how bad that is. I don't know if I ever sprained my wrist. Maybe I did. I don't know, but I know I just would have hired somebody to wrap my shit up real good, and we'd have got busy. You know what I mean? But it probably was to the point he couldn't punch. He couldn't punch with it. His wrist, every time he probably impact, he probably feel that shit in his wrist. And he probably was like, nah, I ain't trying. I ain't trying to risk it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yo, he's at the point, and I feel like fighters with a certain level of hype, certain level of notoriety, you can't go out there looking bad. It's
Right.
one thing about losing, but you can't look bad.
Right.
Because if you look less than superhuman coming off that performance, then all of a sudden you're a hype job. You this, you that. So I get it.
Yeah, real shit. Real
What
shit.
you got going on today?
Nothing, man. That was I had just watched that fight this morning, Fabio Worley and Joseph Parker. That was a great fight. And that
Banger.
was it, man. I was just making sure I caught up with that fight. And then, I ain't doing much. I'm in the crib with it.
Before you head off, because I was only gonna keep you here till 2. Um, thoughts on that stoppage? Good stoppage or bullshit?
It's crazy. I understand the stoppage because it's heavyweight, but I don't because they was doing that to each other. They both
Yes.
they both had moments where they had each other on the ropes and it was looking ugly. You know what I'm saying? So for the fact that they was going back and forth doing that, I would have I would have just let it continue. Me myself. And even though Parker was buzzed, at that very part where the ref stopped it, Worley had threw three punches and Parker
And
he
missed.
deflected he deflected
Yep.
each shot. So that means to me, he's defensively aware. He's aware of what's going on. He's here. So you know what I mean. I would if I was the referee, I wouldn't have stopped it right then and there. Nah, because those shots was big shots, but they didn't land. So it was like I don't know, man. That was kind of crazy.
How you throw three shit? The one joint he slipped. The
Yeah,
second, the last two he parried. How you
yeah,
stop the fight then?
yeah. That was crazy. That was crazy. And they was and like I said, they was doing that to each other. You know what I mean?
Fact.
They was punching in there. They was fighting. They was showing skill. I mean, that's one of my favorite fights right now of this year. That's a crazy.
That
That
was a
was a crazy
banger, man.
fight. Hell
That
yeah.
was a fucking banger.
Hell yeah.
Oh, but G, I appreciate you hopping on. I know you got I know you got the smoke show. I know you got Sunday dinner with Bang.
For
But yeah, I
sure.
appreciate you. I'm going to tap in with you this week, of course. Um,
Definitely.
we about to have Rob on. Would let everybody know what time is Sunday dinner and the smoke show before you dip.
I think we gonna go on at 4 o'clock Eastern time. Bang just got some running around to do, and then we gonna do both on Bang channel because fighting words with Bang because last week we did them both on mine, so we're gonna do them both on his channel this week, and then next week we'll go back to switching. But yeah, everything will be on Bang channel, and I feel like we starting at 4 o'clock Eastern time.
All right, G. Appreciate you.
All right, get with me, cuz.
All right, my nigga.
Hmm.
Oh, there you have it. Waiting on my man Rob Acosta to hop on. We're gonna keep this live going. I'm watching this live while simultaneously watching my Eagles. This this dude Jackson Dart, man, he's a fucking magician. He's a fucking magician. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the Kid Austin pullout, man. Do you think this is gonna give the kid a bad name in boxing? I know my man Easy Bands feel like he's not worth an investment. I don't necessarily agree. Injuries happen in boxing. Injuries definitely happen in boxing, and it's a part of the game. What I do find interesting, what I do find interesting, I don't know if people are aware of this, but have y'all looked at the ticket sales for Jake Paul and Javante Davis? Yeah, Southeast. He's hurt. He's hurt. He has a sprained wrist. Tevin definitely was a good one. And that's why I don't think he should be criticized because he's coming off of such a great win. Coming off of a spectacular performance in a fight that I thought was going to be really competitive. He made sure that shit was nowhere near. Nowhere near. But have y'all looked at the Tank and Jake tickets? Because I was definitely looking to attend that fight. I'm surprised. Two really, really big names. Yeah, I'm really surprised. All right, so my man Easy Bands feel like he's the boy that cried wolf. I think the Shakur thing makes. I think the Shakur situation makes it look really bad. Boxing Wiz, Lamont and Rouge. You talking about Lamont and Pitbull? Yeah, we doing the same thing, bro. On live
Yeah,
while watching
bruh.
the game, right? Yeah, it's too cold for the t-shirts, bro. I'm back.
Touch that shit.
Long Johns, let's go. Long Johns, let's go. Yeah, Lamont and Pitbull. I think Lamont is going to separate himself from Pitbull
Hey, yo.
and make Pitbull fight having to go backwards. Who's that?
All right, look, right. This is part of my routine. So I'm eating wings, but I also making myself a drink. I can make myself a drink while I'm alive.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's go.
You acting like this ain't ESPN.
I'm just
This
saying, bro.
this
Listen,
this
bro.
might as well this might
Look,
as
you
well be
gotta try
Fox.
this shit. It's the Crown Royal chocolate.
Hey, wait, hey, Crown Royal, you better give us some money for that. All right, if you're watching.
Yo, look, bro. Crown Royal chocolate, and then I'm gonna mix it with rum chata. That shit tastes
Hey,
like a cookie.
yeah,
Tastes like a cookie, bro.
hey, Wiz. I told you, bro. Them tickets. Yeah, man. Them tickets ain't moving like I thought they would move. I'm surprised. I'm definitely surprised. Um, yeah, this ain't ESPN, Rob. This might as well be. I'm Shannon
Yo,
Sharp, man. You see, I got my do rag
I'm
on.
just
Come
saying, bro,
on,
because I don't want
Skip.
no problem.
I'm about to go get a black and mild, man. Come on, Skip. I'm on them gummies,
I'm
Skip.
gonna roll up
I'm
and
on
everything,
them
huh?
gummies. Yeah, yeah. So yo, I'm funny as shit, yo.
Yo,
Funny
that's
as
funny.
shit.
What's
All
up,
right,
though?
Rob. So news broke. Kid Austin has pulled out of his November 8th fight against Jojo Diaz.
Uh huh.
Um, Sprained wrist.
He sprained
You
his wrist.
are, yeah, you are a strength and conditioning coach to the stars. Um, you
To
got
the
some
who?
people that feel to the stars.
All right.
Box, are they not stars in boxing?
I'm just saying. All right.
Okay. All right. So, um, what's your thoughts on the injury? You remember the Shakur pullout, so you got people feeling like he's the boy that cried wolf, but you
Like
know
a
all
stunt
about
move.
injuries and can't. The boy that cried wolf.
I know, but you saying you everybody thinking this is like a stunt move.
Everybody, er, they just looking at he's always pulling out of something.
Mm.
What's your thoughts?
Well,
You've been in a bunch of
he
training
fought
camps.
Tevin. He didn't pull out. Pause.
Facts.
Shit happens. I mean, it's not like he's saying that he sprained. It's not like he sprained something outside of the ordinary that normally happens to boxers. You know what I'm saying?
How common is that injury?
Wrist injury,
Yeah.
wrist and fist is very common in boxing. Super common because you got your metacarpal bones up here, which is the weakest part of the hand, and then you got your wrist. So it all depends on how what part of the injury. Is it an injury where you can't rotate your wrist? Is it a injury where, like, say if you threw a shot right and you looped it and you hit the head or elbow? It can cause injury right here. It can cause injury around the thumb here, along this the thumb right here. I mean, it's a lot. It happens often, especially boxer fractures.
What injury? What kind of wrist injury would cause you to instruct your fighter like, yo, you need to pull out?
I mean, it depends, bro. Like if it's like a serious sprain or a ligament tear or something like that, then that's one thing. But we got to look at the totality of it. So, how many weeks before the fight?
This is two,
Okay,
right?
so 2 weeks, right?
2 weeks.
All right. So let's say for the people who may not understand, as far as like the viewers or anybody else that's watching. So let's just say, for an example, we're dealing with a wrist injury that's like late in camp. You still have to finish off your camp. So that would mean that if there's 2 weeks left, there's 1 week left of sparring, if indeed he is sparring. So if he's not sparring, however way his last spar went, that's going to be like the final, which we don't know when that happened. It could have happened the beginning of last week. So then you're going into this caliber of a fight with 3 weeks without sparring. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
then that goes into it trying to let it rest and everything else. Now, if it's not resting the way you want it to, how honestly could it? If you got 2 weeks left of the fight, you still got to sharpen up. You still got to do bag work. Even though you're cutting away, you're also got to let it heal. So you got to basically refrain yourself from hitting with that specific hand.
Can you still do noodles?
You can still do noodles. Yeah. You can still do noodles because it's not affected. Well, then again, I don't know, because it could be like say for an example a triangular tear which is in the wrist. I had that when you can't basically turn the wrist over. If it's something like that, then whatever. But if it's just a regular sprain or impact, like from trauma, from blunt force trauma of punching, then you know what I'm saying. That's about it.
Now, my man Easy Bands wanted me to ask you. He said, if uh, for people that don't know, Rob is a trainer slash strength and conditioning coach. He actually has fighters one of his fighters fought on the prelims to the Canelo Crawford.
That shit is banging.
And he's also an Alki, as you can see.
I'm not an Alki. I swear I'm not an Alki. Don't be saying
But
that shit.
he was asking, would you feel comfortable paying for a training camp, heading into a fight with Kid Austin, being that he pulled out his Shakur fight a couple days before, and then now this.
The Shakur fight was a little different because it had to do with going across seas, sick, passport issues, accusations, stuff like that. He's fighting Jojo Diaz, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
What's on the line here?
Nothing. I think he might have like a WBA Continental or something.
So reschedule the
Warren,
shit.
what up with you? G just left.
So then just reschedule the shit. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing on the line. If it was a world title, listen, that's where I would have had to call like someone like Danny Davis to come into the camp and be like, yo, you gotta wrap his hands and you gotta do your thing when it comes to the hands, and we're just gonna have to deal with it. You understand what I'm saying?
All right.
And it's not like a circumstance where he's actually fighting and he hurt his hand, then that changes the concept. See, like my guy Josephat, when we fought in Vegas, he got hurt on the third round. He couldn't really extend his jab or his left hand because of a bicep injury. So there was nothing I could do with that. I mean, he didn't mention it anything to me during the corners. It wasn't until after the fact. But things like that, you will have to cause quick adjustments. You know what I'm saying?
T.Y. was good. All right, Rob. You have been in world championship camps. You
Hold
have
on, hold on.
prepared.
He said I didn't answer the question though.
Yeah, he was asking, would you feel comfortable paying for a training camp heading into a
But
fight
that's what I'm saying. I am
against
answering
Kid
the
Austin?
question because what's on the line here? Are we talking about a world title? Are we talking about 7 figures? Are we talking about a mandatory? What are we talking about? Is this just a fight with just a fight to keep me active? You understand what I'm saying? But if
Mhm.
if we're paying for a camp and it's like against a Shakur or a mandatory, an interim, anything along those
No,
lines,
I'm
we
saying, let's say Josephat was about to fight Kid, right? And Kid has pulled out of a couple of different fights.
yeah.
Would there be any apprehension like, yo, am I going to take this because this dude might pull out?
Um, I mean, you know what goes on behind the scenes when it comes to stuff like this. So
Yeah.
in reality, if we got a word that it was Kid, I would always ask, I would let the management know, like, yo, make sure that they have somebody on standby just in case because of the past times where he's pulled out of fights.
Mhm.
Have somebody on standby. It's not much you could do. Shit
Yeah.
happens. It's boxing.
Or easy bands, like what the manager may do, like Rob would ask for that. What the manager might ask for is due to kids' propensity to pull out, whether it be justified or unjustified. For me, I can't speak on that.
Yeah,
But
I
I
can't
would
say.
say, yeah, I would put in the contract like, yo, if he pulls out, you got to pay for my training expenses.
I mean, everything could get negotiated on the terms. You know what I'm saying? Like, see,
Mm.
what's fucked up is people hear like terms like contracts and they get a little bit of startled of what's in it. It's up to you whether you want to agree or not.
Yes.
So if it's on the contract of him saying if because you have a past history of pulling out of fights when it's getting closer to the fight time, you're responsible for XYZ. It can happen. You know what I'm saying? Like he's probably getting sponsorships. He got a manager. You understand what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
there's got to be something along the lines. But my thing is for promoters, why? Like I understand that mistakes happen and accidents do happen, but where's like the penalty? Where's the punishment if you are known to do this? It's not like Bill Haney and Ryan's thing where he came in over, they came to the table, renegotiated the terms, and then still accepted the fight. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a little
Yeah.
different. But it depends. Like if it was my guy and we was fighting Kid, and I would negotiate something like, yo, have somebody on standby just in case.
Yeah. For me, what I would ask for is non-recoupable training expenses. Being that this dude, has done this before, if I'm worried about it, okay, well, you got to pay for my training camp. Whether
Yeah,
he
it could be
shows up
anything.
or whether he doesn't show up, it's on you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Um,
it depends. Yeah.
Now, Rob, you're expert in this. Fighters and injuries.
Mm-hmm.
How many injuries occur during a typical training camp? You've been in, for anybody watching that may not be familiar, he's been in world title camps,
Um,
contender fights, title eliminators, you know what I'm saying, etc. How many injuries occur?
a lot, a lot, and it could be. I'm never gonna put my clients and people who I worked with out there like that, but there's been times where people's injuries, like shoulders, ribs, knees, ankles, neck, um, knuckles, fingers, orbital bone, which is the eye socket, uh, simple injuries like muscular issues, muscular tissues, strains, sprains, stuff like that. It happens very often.
Now, these are, how often do these fighters even bring it up in a fight, after a fight,
It's not a
etc.?
lot. It's not a lot. Fighters are going to be fighters regardless, right? So I'm working with this one fighter right now, right? He's his name is Mill, and fights at 115 pounds. So we were doing sprints, and he came to my, we still figuring out our details or whatever, but we came to my attention. He said, look, this is bothering me. He's not injured, but it's bothering him. So we had, like, coaches gotta have that open communication, and fighters as well, to communicate with their coaches so that way they can get a head start and jump on it. Because what happens is, if the injury is unaccounted for, then he keep going, then who gets the finger pointed at is the coach.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So, but then there's fighters who are incredibly stubborn, that'll sit there and say, "Oh no, I'm cool, I'm cool, I'm cool," knowing like your finger looking like a lineman finger, that shit all the way back here, and they like, "Nah, man, I'm cool, man. Just give me one more round, give me two more rounds. I'll just snap it back in place." Like they'll do shit like that because that's what they do. They fight. It's not gonna matter. So it's very often that things like that happen.
How often do fighters lie about injuries?
Ha! You want me to put it down on the percentage?
Yeah.
It's up there. I say under 97%, over 83. A lot of fighters, they look at it as excuses when they get hurt, but that's not always the case. You know what I'm saying? We got multiple excuses. You and I both know a old head in Philly who is a really really great coach, and he can really separate, this is injury talking, and nah, he just don't want to spar today. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, we know, we've been in those situations where it's like, you think so? Man, I'm telling you, that's what it is. So we know. You know what I mean? But they do tend to lie a lot. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on what it looks like. But then here's the thing though. A lot of people, they lie. When they do lie, they act like they can be like when you were in school, when you try to fake to your mom or dad that you were sick, and then you would act sick until she hit you
Mm.
with the, since you sick you can't go outside shit.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden you cool, you 100%, put some Vicks on that shit, call it a day, right? Nah,
Mm.
that's not the way it works. So for certain coaches, you just know certain shit. You know what I mean? Some fighters pull out because certain injuries is hard to detect if it's actually an injury, like a back injury. Back injuries are so incredibly hard
Right.
to 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 really put the stamp on it that it came from this specific thing. That's why those lawsuits, when it comes to spine injuries, are so prolonged for continuance, continuance, continuance. Hand injuries, you know what I'm saying? I could be I could be doing a camp, or say for an example, I'm fighting and I do the fight, and then my weight is not going the way I want to, or I got issues, personal issues. I can go to any urgent care, right, and say I hurt my hand. I was sparring. What their first thing the urgent care doctor they're gonna do is they're gonna document it. They're gonna give you an X-ray. X-ray is gonna show no fractures, no breaks. What they're gonna say is you got to stay off of it. It could be a sprain. They use that same paper. They submit it to the commission, and boom, now they're out of a fight. That's facts. So it's a lot of shit that you got to really look at, but it happens all the time.
Yeah, I remember there was a report that came out and about Terence Crawford, and it said that he was dealing with shoulder soreness,
Mm-hmm.
and that it was bothering him ahead of the Canelo fight. He comes out, man. He's like, "Oh man, dudes is talking about my shoulders injured and this and that. I'm fine, man. Dudes don't be knowing nothing." After the
Mm-hmm.
fight, yeah, I was battling through injuries, and
Yeah, you got to,
I'm
you know
cracking
why?
the
Because
fuck up.
that changes the bet, that changes the people. And once you put negativity out there, it kind of
Exactly.
manifests into something real.
But you heard that like his fans, he got a hardcore fan base. His fans are like, "Oh man, people always hating on Bud. Bud said he not hurt. Yeah, why you always hating on Bud?" Anybody in boxing saw it was like shoulder, he dealing with shoulder soreness. Anybody that's been around boxing was like, yeah, that's probably the case. Because
Mhm.
more than half of them dudes is
It
dealing
showed
with
on the fight,
some
though.
huh?
It showed a
You
little
said it
bit on the
showed?
fight. Yeah, because he kept
Okay.
rotating his arm.
Mm.
It showed something was bothering him, but it could be anything. Could have been Canelo punching the shoulder. It could have been excessive use of the same hand. You know what I'm saying? It's a numerous things. There's no really real definition of saying this came from that, unless if it actually came from that and there's a paper trail on it.
Yeah. Yeah, but Easy Bands said that when they asked him about it, he started subconsciously rotating his shoulder. Easy Bands, I knew that as soon as I heard that report that it was true because it's a really fucking common injury. Like
It
it's
is
so it,
shoulder, hand, wrist, shoulder, hand, wrist, hyperextensions. Those are the most common. Those are definitely the most commons.
appreciate the $5 super chat from my man John Ware.
Oh,
That was a good stoppage yesterday. Initially, I thought it was too quick, but Wardley almost stopped him the round before. Hey, John, you know I love you. I fucks with you.
ah,
That stoppage was
bitch, bitch,
bullshit.
bitch.
Bad stoppage. It was a bad stoppage. Yes, he was hurt. I feel like you give Joseph Parker the benefit of the doubt. He had slipped the last three punches. He slipped one, parried the last two. He was very aware.
Do it too, cause my shoulder are jacked up right now. See, and we're. Let me guess, right? All right, so um, I want you to understand something. This is for anybody else too. Let's just say, for an example. Okay, here's a good example. Let's say, for an example, your Achilles is hurting, right? And I'm referencing what I'm saying to easy bands. So let's just say, for an example, you got an Achilles injury. It's tight, it hurts, whatever. That can come from numerous things. Your calf muscle is connected to that ligament. Your hamstrings is connected to your calf. So it could be where one muscle is weak and is overworking the other muscle, lacking the support of another. So even if you have a shoulder injury, that could be something where it's like it's not always the rotator cuff. Every time somebody hears shoulder injury, they automatically think rotator cuff. It's not the rotator cuff. It could be numerous things around the shoulder. You know what I'm saying? It could be just a muscle strain that makes me feel like it's that. So it all depends.
Do you think Kid Austin will face criticism? And if he does, is it justified?
He's always going to face criticism, and I don't think it's him per se. I think it's because of his dad, of the image that his father's putting out. But I like the kid. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like him. I think he's very talented. I think he's definitely gonna do some damage, and he works hard as shit. I follow him on the gram. He's always working. I mean, that also could be a smoke and mirrors too. But I mean, I'm assuming from his performances and his work ethic, like he definitely is a workhorse. If people are going to give him criticism, give criticism all the way around the board. You know what I'm saying? Shakur mentioned one time that he messed up his hand in a fight, and that's why he was moving excessively. I'm not going to call it running, but he was moving excessively because Shakur still throws his hands. You got fighters that'll lose, and then they blame an injury, and then you have the fans who were going against that specific pick say, "Oh, now he's complaining about his hand or his arm or this or that." So we really not gonna know, bro.
Hey,
You know what I'm
hey,
saying?
Tay, what 4 fights did he pull out of? I know about Shakur and I know about this one. What are the 4 fights he had to pull out of? They fucking with that hat, Rob.
Huh?
I said they fucking with that hat.
Who? Fans on here? I got the hat at Field Guide. Let me look.
Hey, Devon, that stoppage was on bullshit. And I really like Fabio Worley. I'm more of a Fabio Worley fan than I am a Joseph Parker fan, even though I respect both fighters. But that was a good fight. That was an exciting fight. I felt like it was one of the better fights of the year. Felt like they put a stain on a great performance. Like he definitely was on his way. He definitely was on his way to possibly getting that stoppage, and it kind of took away from him. Kind of took away from it. So, oh, H2O. Bout, yeah, you are right. You're right, Tay. You're right. You're right, Tay. He did pull out of all 4 of those fights. Maybe they got to go back to the drawing board and change how they do things as far as in preparation. Because I do remember all of those pullouts now that you bring them up. Maybe they got to hire the alchemist, Rob Costa, man.
Hey.
I'm just saying, man. I ain't never seen
Yo, for
Rob
anybody
Costa
that's
fighters pull
asking,
out
it's
on
Field Grade.
injury.
Fieldgrade.com for the hat. They got a lot of cool shit on there. But hey man, look. I just would like to see I think the fans are more disappointed than anything. And of course, nothing sucks more than go through a whole 6-8 week camp and then a person gets injured. That fucking sucks. That sucks. You know what I'm saying? So I remember being in camps with two guys in the past, and three, and we went through whole camps, after getting out of helping someone in camp, getting out of camps, jumping into other camps, and fights keep getting canceled like nonstop for like weeks at a time. We get one date, blah 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 blah. Then that date don't pull through. We go through another date. Then we go through another date, and that makes my job as a strength and conditioning coach so much more harder, because I took you to a peak period within a certain amount of time. Now I gotta kind of maintain you for until we actually get the date down. I can't drop you because then I gotta, you know what I mean? It's just too much going on.
Damn. Is that the starting and the stopping?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is that like refrying beans? I know that sounds weird, but yeah.
That's like putting something in a microwave after it's nice and warm and edible, and then you got to throw that bitch back in there.
That shit probably ends up being trash, though.
Imagine, here's a good example. Imagine having eggs, scrambled eggs, and you wait, they get cold. You warm it up, then you get distracted. Then they get cold again, and then they get cold again, and then you gotta keep reheating these scrambled eggs. They're gonna taste like plastic.
And that's when we get
Let's
these
go. Let's go. First down. Huh?
and that's when we get these lukewarm performances.
Yeah. It happens all the time, man. It's so common. But that's what's fucked up about the sport. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of these things, I would say like something along the contracts can be revisited where it's like it's a discretional thing. So it's like if I have a contract with a fighter and the fight doesn't pull through with the date that was on the contract and it doesn't pull through, then it's kind of like a discretion for me to say, well, I need the rest of my money. Or for me to be like, all right, let's save it, let's work on the next one. You know what I'm saying? So it's all it's crazy because this is the only sport that really can do that.
But it's the only
Like,
sport where the event, like people come for the Philadelphia Eagles versus the New York Giants. Even if Jalen Hurts is hurt, even if Jackson Dart is hurt, that
yeah.
game is still going to occur.
Oh, it's still
But
gonna happen. It's still gonna pop
people
off.
come people come for a fight. They come to see Ennis versus Virgil Ortiz.
Hmm.
They don't care about who the backups are.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I don't know.
let's go, Jalen.
Sometimes, look, man. Sometimes cucumber tastes better pickle.
Is that your go-to?
Sometimes.
That's like a glass of milk, yo.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's the rum shot. It tastes like a chocolate chip cookie, bro. It's shit banging.
Yo, this is what y'all trainers be doing in their spare time, yo.
Look, bro. I'm happy. I'm blessed. I'm cool. I don't care. It's Sunday. Eagles are playing.
Drinking the finest of
No, don't say the
alcohol.
finest. It's Crown
The
Royal rum
finest.
chata. Don't make it seem
Crown
like it's
Royal
blue.
top shelf.
Don't no, hold on. Don't make it seem like it's like a late blue label or some shit.
Crown Royal is what? Would you say mid shelf?
I don't know. You got more experience in that than I do.
I do. Yo, for what
I
he's saying that I'm not a drinker, but I ran a bar. I ran bars, clubs, restaurants for over 10 years.
listen.
Noakes is gonna get cooked.
I,
Cooked. Sam Noakes is fighting Abdullah. Noakes is
who
gonna get cooked. Sam Noakes.
is fighting Abdullah?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yo, I'm gonna say this, right? I would never in 2025 fight a dude with a Ray Leonard fro. That's a dangerous man, yo.
Yo, you know what's crazy? If you really think about it, let's really think about everybody who had a Ray Leonard fro besides Ray Leonard. Let's really think about that. Foreman, Bruce Leroy,
Everybody that got a Ray Leonard fro is dangerous.
Chuck Norris,
Axel Foley.
Axel Foley, Axel
Everybody,
fucking Foley.
everybody.
Um, uh, um, um. Oh my God, what's the name of the character Eddie Murphy played in Coming to America?
Akeem.
Akeem. He had a
Yeah.
fro.
What's his name? Chandler Gerald from Golden Child. Dangerous.
Oh
It's
yeah,
dangerous.
yeah. Oh, Michael Jai White.
Yeah, yo. Nah, man. Niggas got Ray Leonard froze. I stay away from them, yo. I stay away from them.
You think the fro got powers?
Huh?
You think the fro got powers? You think
Yeah,
so?
the nigga started moving in slow motion in the last
He
Dragon. What do
did.
you mean?
He did. He caught a bullet with his fucking teeth, bro. That's crazy. Shonuff had straight hair and he got his ass beat.
There you go.
Now, if you had straight hair and not coarse to make it look like a fro, could you still have a fro with straight hair?
Nah.
You don't think
Nah.
so? Like a Bruce Lee joint.
Yeah, Sean Terrace, Julia Jackson. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you see what?
That
Hey,
Ray
yeah,
Leonard
Julian
fro
Jackson. That's
comes with
another one.
power and explosiveness, bro.
Yeah.
Trying to tell you. Young boy shit tight too. So on
Steve
point.
Harvey.
Yeah. A dangerous man, bro. See, but that was a toupee. That shit ain't count. That's
You
why
don't count.
that's why Steve's comedy
All right, how
really
about George Jefferson? He was cutting them floors up, bro. He was dangerous on the floor.
he was.
He was,
This shit was kind of
man.
going back though.
He had,
Yeah, young George
yeah.
Foreman. See
I
Greg
know. That's what
Hackett
I'm
though.
saying. Judge
Young
Foreman,
George,
young George
man.
Foreman.
That shit is dangerous, bro.
Ali.
Yes. Yes. Ali's perfect example, bro. Alicia
Yo,
stayed on point too.
how about Frazier? Frazier ever had a fro?
Nah, I think Frazier.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
how can we forget the dude from coming to Enter the Dragon, black dude.
No, that's a fro. That was a
That
real.
is a fro. That's what I'm
You
saying.
talking
No,
about
that's a
Jim?
fro.
You talking about Jim Kelly? That's a
Jim
real
Kelly.
fro.
He
That's
said
a
coming
real
right
fro.
out of a comic book. Went like
Yeah,
this and got beat up.
Ray Leonard. GHB said it. Aaron Pryor.
Aaron Pryor's another one.
Yo, it's
Look,
you got
gotta
to
get the
remember
mustache and fro. I do agree with the
when it
mustache.
shifted. When there was two kinds of cultures. There was the dudes that didn't want to go all the way with the fro. Right? I felt like they thought it was too much.
Like Juices and Berries fro.
No, so they dialed it down, and that's where you
Yeah,
get the
that's what
Ray
I'm saying. Like
Leonard,
a Juices
the
and
Eddie
Berries
Murphy
fro.
joint. You know what I'm saying?
Juices and
Yeah,
Berries fro.
yeah, man.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a dangerous young boy, bro. Dangerous.
Foreman fro. Anybody stay away with a Foreman fro. Okay, I like that.
I call Ray Leonard. I call it the Ray Leonard John, though.
Yo, we gotta get T-shirts like that, bro. Get T-shirts and say "Stay away from Foreman." I mean, from what is it? What is it like a Sugar Ray
Ray
fro?
Leonard from Ray Leonard. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta get shirts like that, and then put
Now,
different people with all the fros on it.
nigga, now the
Don't be
young
taking
boys,
our
the
idea,
YNs, they gonna
goddammit.
call that the Abdullah Mason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's funny as shit.
Yeah, Juices and Berries. He was like, man, that ain't nothing but ultra purrs.
Yeah, ain't nothing but ultra perm. Yo, what's the name had a fro too though? Then
Oh,
from Breaking, it's not Crazy Legs, the other one. The Warriors, everybody in the Warriors had a fro.
yeah, but some of them had legit, like the legit Johns, though.
They're like a fro.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Eagles
So
scored
there's
again,
there's
21%.
levels. So you're
Let's
saying that there's levels.
go.
There's levels to the fro.
Yeah, he said turbo.
Turbo. Who said that? Yeah, thank you, bro. Fucking Turbo.
Turbo.
So all right. So look. So I got like right. Say when for the fro. Ready?
Nah, see, you got to go. No, that's
I
too
go. I
much.
go
That's too much.
further. Okay, right here.
Too much. Wait. Stop.
Right
Boom, right
here.
there. Yeah, that's the Ray
That's
Leonard
okay. So
joint.
that's the Foreman fro. Anything above the that is an afro.
Yeah, like Foreman, even he went like I feel like the Ray Leonard fro was more prevalent in the 80s.
I think that was just the style back in the day. It's like back in our day, it was like the what New Yorkers call it a Caesar. We call it the all the way around. All the way
Yeah.
around. Fade the temples. Call it a day. Where we at? In
What we
5
got?
years.
We got like 10 minutes left. Where we at with it, man?
I don't know, man. We can keep talking whatever you want.
Yo, you say you know somebody with the fro with straight hair in real life? Really, Foreign?
You're lying. Show me pictures. I don't believe you. You need more people.
Foreign.
Hey yo, um, these wings are hot as shit. Yo, anybody got questions? Hey, you want to talk about anything?
I'm trying to think. What do we got coming up? We got Virgil and Luben.
What? Yeah, that's a good fight, actually. I just want to see a good fight, honestly. I'm not going for anybody.
I'm trying to think when the last time we seen Virgil in there with a softball. Was that Michael McKinson?
Who?
Is Mike a softball?
Mike?
See? Too sweet from fucking penitentiary. Yo, now y'all see what I'm saying, y'all? Is it
Yo,
making
hold up
sense?
though. Doesn't Luben got a Ray Leonard fro?
Does Luben got a Ray Leonard fruit?
We gotta look it up.
I
I don't
think
think he got
Luben.
waves.
I think
He know he
it's
don't got
close.
waves. He don't got waves, bro.
Close. It's not. It's not. It's like a little higher than waves. I'm
So
not
like a
sure if it's
curly top, like
legit.
a Shane Mosley.
I gotta look, yo.
Like do he use the sponge?
Hey, wait. Holy Temple. Prime Roy Jones versus Crawford. Come on, y'all.
Who said that?
My man, Holy Temple. Hey,
Um,
yo.
look, bro. Temple, I don't know you. I got a lot of respect for you though, but who you got before I start roasting you? Who you
it's
got?
some it's some fights that it's like, come
Yeah,
on.
but hold on. I need to know who he got. Who you got? Whenever he
All
comes
right,
back on.
yes. I think some Jones is just obvious, yo. Yo, and that's not even a fair fight for Bud.
Do
Yeah,
y'all
he jumped up
believe?
to 68, but that was situational, and you gotta number one respect the fact that he went up there and he beat a great fighter. But that don't mean you could beat everybody that's ever fought at 60 and 68. Some dudes just naturally bigger men and special with skill sets.
I agree with that.
Roy
'Cause
Jones is that
that's
dude,
Roy
yo.
Jones went up to heavyweight and beat the
Yeah, Roy,
weakest link.
no, like as great as Terence Crawford is, and you would rank Crawford above Roy all time, even though some dudes felt like Roy was a better fighter. But with how their careers ended, like if Crawford ends today, you would rank him above Roy. But in no world,
Based on of
none,
accomplishments, yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
You would.
accomplishment.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. Hands
in
down,
no
hands down.
world would Terence Crawford ever beat Roy Jones in a fight. That shouldn't be twin. That shit shouldn't be
Roy,
trending anywhere.
Roy, Roy was different, man. Anybody who say that never really watched Roy in the '90s. That's what I'm saying. I need to know what you're talking about. Is he looking up like stats or something? Do y'all believe we'll get Boots versus Ortiz 2026? You want my honest opinion? You want me to lie to you because we don't lie?
My man Easy Man said that Roy versus Bud, if they were the same size, Bud wins. I'm not sure about that,
Hey
bro.
yo, you know what's crazy? I didn't even know this shit was scrolling.
Roy's the best fighter I've ever seen in my life.
Roy is 100% in my top five.
Roy's the best fighter I've.
He's actually
Roy's
in
the
my
best
top
fighter I've
three.
ever seen.
Roy's in my top three.
Andre Ward is my favorite fighter.
Yeah, you like Andre Ward like that?
Andre Ward's my favorite fighter, but
Yeah.
Roy Jones the best fighter I've ever seen.
I wasn't crazy about Andre Ward. I respect him like crazy. He's very smart, um, very fundamentally sound. Like he has the fundamentals down to a T, bro. Like he's mastered them. I guess maybe because the style that I am attached to, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really crazy about it,
Easy
but
Bands,
I
I'm
definitely
about to
respect
ban
it.
you from the channel, Easy Man. Stop saying dumb shit.
What he say? He said, "Nah, Costa, who you got? Who you talking about?
Nah, my
Between
man Easy
Roy
Bands,
and
bro.
and Crawford? Come on, bro. Even Crawford picking Roy. What you talking about? Go take a shit in your hand. Nah, damn, the
Why
Bills
like
just
that
ran
shouldn't
that
even be a
on the road.
conversation. It's not fair to Bud, yo. It's just not fair to Bud.
Bud got his own legacy, and he's accomplished something that honestly that has never been done. So that's dope. You know what I'm saying? Um, I yeah, I don't really got nothing to say. But if we're talking about prime, yeah, I well, honestly, let me see. I would have liked to have seen if we're going to talk about like fantasy fights.
Mm.
Andre Ward and Roy is always a classic to talk about.
Andre Ward and Roy is a great fight. Ward is my favorite fighter of all time. I don't got Andre Ward beating Roy.
No, no, no. You can't say if Bud was Antonio Tarver's size. How you gonna pick the man and knock Roy out? Come on, man. You stop it. You stop. Matter of fact, you're grounded. Go to your room.
If Roy retired, Devon, if Roy retires after he beats John Ruiz, there's a conversation about Roy being the greatest fighter ever.
Roy was nasty, man. Roy was nasty. Roy was
I got
definitely in my top three, bro.
I got prime
And
Roy against any fighter in those weight classes. I
I
got
got
prime
Roy,
Roy
bro.
against any of them.
I'm answering the question. I got Roy. I got Roy. I would not bet against
Against
Roy.
any of them.
I would not bet against Roy. Just like how folks won't bet against Floyd. Floyd won't bet against Terence Crawford.
The
I got
best,
Roy all day.
the best version of Roy. It's a couple dudes like the Cassius Clay. I think Cassius Clay beats every heavyweight. Notice I said Cassius Clay. I
Yeah,
think
you
Cassius
talking
Clay
about
beats
the
every.
young Ali. Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I think he beats everyone.
Every heavyweight. Let's
Every
really talk
heavyweight.
about that. You know what? I'm not gonna even argue that. I'm with that because I think he'll outbox Tyson. Nobody else was moving like him though.
No,
Nobody was moving like him. So yeah, I would. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I could agree with that. I would agree with that. You said you got Bud all day. Hey man, look, that's cool. That's cool. I ain't knocking you, bro.
what fight won't happen for him? What you talking about, bro?
Yeah, I think he's talking about Boots and Ortiz.
I mean, the fight won't happen. Everything is on Virgil right now. Virgil has to win, and I don't even think we should even be conversing. I don't think people should be conversing about that fight yet until we see Luben versus Virgil.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm gonna be
Hey,
honest.
Blue.
I don't like. This is for everybody on here too. I don't like how people sleeping on Luben.
Facts.
Luben ain't sweet, man. Luben ain't sweet. We fuck
Hey,
around and might see Luben and Boots.
hey, Blue. A lot of guys, man, they focus on how fighters ended instead of the best version. And they look at the last couple losses, and then maybe some of these dudes didn't watch boxing then. But I don't got anybody beating Roy Jones at his best. At the best version of Roy, before like 36 years old, I'm talking about like 22, from 22 to 36. I got him
Oh,
beating
Virgil
everybody.
Luben. I'm sorry, bro. My apologies. I got I'm not going for anybody. I just want to see a good fight. That's all I want to see.
That's a dangerous fight for Virgil. That's a that's a fight that I'm, with the big fight looming. I mean, we can't really talk about Boots and Virgil until November 8th, but with the big fight looming, the fight that I wanted, I am scared to death.
I don't, yeah, bro. I'm sorry. I don't. I just don't. I just want to see a good fight, my guy. I don't. I don't really have a pick for Luben Virgil. See, but here's another thing too, though, bro. Like what a lot of people don't know. Like I know Luben's family, so it's like I know his mom. I know his dad or his steppa. Um, like I know that family well and great people. You know what I'm saying? Um, Virgil Senior, good guy. You know what I'm saying? His manager Rick, good guy. Like I'm not picking nobody, bro. I'm sorry. I just want to watch a good fight. That's all.
Hey, GQ, get off my live.
Who's that? Who's
Get
that?
off.
Why?
My man GQ, get
Roy
off.
throws the same
GQ, go
punches
watch football,
over
bro.
and over, and
You're
no
not going.
way,
You're not going
bud.
to start. You not going. He's not going to. He's not going to round me up. He's
Yo,
not
let
going to
him
round
cook a
me
little
up.
bit though. Let him cook a little bit. What he
GQ,
saying?
get
He said
off.
he throws the same
Go
punches.
watch football. He be trying. He be fucking with me, man. He be wanting me to crash out.
He be
He
trolling you.
do
He
this
be
shit
trolling
to me
you.
all the
Don't be
time, yo.
trolling my man,
He
GQ.
say some
I don't
shit to
like that
get me
shit.
mad.
Come on, man. Let's hug it out. Oh man. So yeah, just waiting for these phone calls, brother. Yeah, you know what? That's a good point, Benz. Luben is Luben does guess out. Luben definitely does guess out. So hopefully, I mean, hopefully he's in shape. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen people come in the best shape of their life on the most important fight. So I don't know. Evander and Tyson Doug Roy. You better stop right now. Matter of fact, just log off. What's your name? You just Freddie. Freddie, stop. Yo, is this how the live is? Is like it goes fast like this?
Shit, if
Bro, I
we
can't
only got
catch up to all this shit. It's
we only
entertaining,
got
but I
100
can't.
people.
This is too much.
If it like there's times where it's 2, 3, 4, 500, and
It just
listen, this should
flowing?
be moving. Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, this should be moving.
really. I never did a live.
Yes, you have, bro.
I never did a live.
You've been on lives with me before.
I've been on lives, but I never did a live to you know what I'm saying? You can slow it down. Yeah, moves fast as fuck.
It's gonna be
Hey, yo,
it's gonna
Tom
be a
Brady's the greatest, bro.
it's gonna be a really, really good fight.
Tom
We
Brady's the
gotta
greatest.
watch it. I'm gonna be watching intently. Um, of course, I want the fight after that. But if Luben does win, I
What you
know he
mean? What
said he's
fight
not
after that?
Boots and Virgil.
Okay, okay, okay.
But if Luben does win, Luben said he's not looking into fighting Boots till much later. Then I mean, it is what it is. But we can't even talk about Boots and Virgil until we
100%.
see Luben.
Tom Brady is definitely the GOAT, bro. Greatest quarterback of all time. I'm not even a Patriots fan or a Bucks fan, but Tom Brady's the shit.
Hey, yo, my chick, right? She's the only person I've ever seen like reheat fries and like them.
What? Yo, there goes a good example. Listen,
Why? How can you reheat fries in the air fryer? Give
look,
me a fry.
hold
Give me
up,
a
hold
fry
up,
right
hold
now.
up.
If,
You can't. That's a much better example. That's a much better example, bro, of of what I was talking about with the camps. Like just you know what I'm saying?
yo,
I take
it
Joe
don't taste.
Montana. Joe Montana. Hey, bro, who are you? Where are you from? I need to know where you from.
I actually like
I'm
Joe.
not.
I
I'm
actually,
not respect. No, no, no. I'm not disrespecting Joe Montana, but statistically, this ain't boxing. Statistically, Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time.
yo, air fryered, air fryer fries taste good.
What's the temperature? Ask her.
What Rob want details? Well, details for what? How you air fry? I mean,
What's the
with things like
temperature?
already fries though. Yeah, I say how you. I just put it in for like 2 minutes in air Put it in like 2 minutes in the fry section. You
No,
gotta
no, no.
hit the
You got to
fry
hit the
section.
reheat button. You got to hit the reheat button. I'm familiar with that. So she said like
Yo,
3 minutes. I
it's
never
like two
reheat
minutes.
fries, bro. I just get fries from the freezer. I actually don't eat
It's
fries.
Ish. It's not like you told me that shit. Don't do that, Ish.
I
You
don't.
could
I
have
really
told me
don't
that a
even
while
like
back.
fries.
Yo, we got my nigga Marquavion on here, yo. My man Mark, I call my man Marquavion the R&B nigga, the R&B dude that shoots niggas. Combination.
Wait, why would you say that shit on live?
I'm
That's
just saying.
nah. See, you want indictments. I'm
No,
not
he beat like Marquavion beat like 4 cases, man.
indictments.
Beat like four
We're not doing
cases, man. That's
we're
what he
not doing
do.
No, we're not doing that. If it don't fit, it must have quit.
Marquavion be beefing with niggas in the streets, and then when they go off to jail, he fuck their baby mom, man. That's what he into, man.
Damn.
He a
Hey
real life
yo,
super villain.
we need a good offensive line, bro.
You mean defensive line?
No, no, no. I was thinking offensive line because of them always trying to get to like getting through. But I mean, defense. That's a holding right there. That's holding. That's holding. That's holding. They not listening, bro. They not listening. If Luben loses, he should shut the fuck up about anything. To be honest, I don't know, bro. I disagree with you, bro. Was that an
Yo,
interception?
he got listen,
No, no, no. That was fourth down. That was us.
he got a very, very good chance of winning that fight. There are things that he
I
does
think he
well
do. I think he
that
does.
gives.
The only thing that Luben can lose is because Virgil's young, and even though he's inexperienced in a lot of ways, because of Luben's flaws, Ortiz is good at those things, like lasting throughout the periodic rounds, throwing heavier punches. And you can tell that Ortiz is strong round 1 and in round 12.
Yeah.
He's strong straight through. So he's just a naturally strong dude. So I don't know, man. I think that's going to be an interesting fight.
I know Luben's going to try to lure Virgil down an alleyway and blow his and shoot him in the back of his head.
Yo, what's up with you, bro? You playing too much Grand Theft Auto, bro?
I ain't played in a minute. I'm not playing
What's
until
up
the
with
new
you with
joint
all
come out.
these? What's going on? Let's hug it out. Come on, this is dumb. I think Virgil fighting Boots is definitely a lot more marketable than Luben fighting Boots. Just because of what's hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's cool though.
I mean, we definitely got to say it though. Got to say it.
Well,
Hopefully nothing happens with that fight.
what do
Hopefully
you mean?
nothing
Like
happens.
building up to the fight, you mean? Like an injury or
Like
something?
no injuries or
Oh,
anything
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm actually excited for the Benavides on the card.
That's a great undercard. Devin
It's a
Bryan.
phenomenal undercard.
Devin Bryan might be the best fight on that card.
You think so? Who you
Yeah.
got winning that one?
Who? You gotta ask me at the weigh-in. I want to see how Dev's body looks.
Okay. I got Norman.
Why?
I think Norman is the bigger fighter. I think Norman has more offensive tools than Dev does. I've never really seen Dev get into exchanges and win those exchanges. I've seen Norman get in exchanges, but he's also risking those exchanges and he takes them anyway. I don't see Norman. I never really seen Norman cut the ring off. So I know Dev got the better legs and the better boxing ability. Dev definitely has the better resume, better jab, better boxing. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna go with Norman though. I'm gonna go with Norman.
For me, I got more questions than answers. One is
That's fair. That's fair.
how much was Dev leaving on the scale?
Hmm?
How much was Dev leaving on the scale? We've seen Dev out of camp.
Yeah, he
Dev
get
ain't
big.
he
He gets
ain't little.
big.
And so
He gets big.
how much and you know better than any of us how much fighters leave in the gym because they can be big punchers until they go down and weight. And then now all of a sudden he can't punch. Um, would his chin resistance and power improve the higher the weights are? Well, that's one. Two, um, I haven't seen Bryan in there with an elusive fighter. Last fighter that I seen that could box was him in there with Quentin Randall, and he made Ryan look average.
Yeah, but
Claymore,
he's
what's up?
also a prestigious boxer. We're talking about
Yeah,
Olympics. We're talking
I
about
know, but
a great
what I'm
amateur
saying is,
background.
but Quentin has that style to where as though he's gonna make every fight look shitty.
Mhm.
And both of them that fight looked terrible. It didn't really
Yeah,
showcase what Bryan could do.
yeah.
And so I've also seen Bryan break people down and break their spirit. And so like can Dev take that? Like, okay, you fought a 140 pounder at a catch weight of 45. Jose
Mhm.
Ramirez, while Jose Ramirez ain't little, Bryan's a real 47 and been fighting at 47.
He's
So I got
big
more
too.
questions than answers. Yeah, I got more questions than
Brian
answers.
big in person, and he's lean. He's lean. He's naturally lean. Like he's definitely a strong kid. It's interesting. It's interesting. I think this fight comes down to who prepared best throughout their camp.
And instructions.
Mm-hmm.
Instructions.
Yeah,
Who's
but
going to
what we're
make the
talking
adjustment?
about, bro, like face kit, like what we talking about? We talking about bigger as far as in size or width? Like what we talking about? He can, and that's what I'm saying. He can box circles around him. But
Yo,
what I want
subscribe to my
people to
man Claymore Rain. He really doing his thing out there, man. Subscribe to him, man.
that's
Real
who that
good
is.
live,
That's who that is.
non-bite. Huh?
That's who that is. The guy you talked about right now.
No, my man Claymore Rain. If you got to scroll up,
Oh, okay, okay.
but yeah, subscribe to him. He's
No, not width. You tripping on the
non-biased.
width. Height, yes. Height, yes. Width, no. You probably never seen Brian Norman in person. He looked like a little like a little running back. But
Yeah,
see, here's the
I can
thing
see.
though. Here's where the question comes in at. We've seen what happens when Brian Norman gets hit with a great shot. Boca Chica. We've seen him get hit with a crazy shot. He got up, he tried to finish the fight. Fight was no contest. We've seen what happened when Dev gets hit with a good shot. So that's what it comes down to.
Now, I feel like, can you limit Brian's opportunities? Brian's a big puncher. Okay, well, can you limit the opportunities he have to land that clean flush shot? And we're talking about Devin's punch resistance at the lower weights.
Yeah.
I got too many questions. I just got
Yeah,
questions,
yeah,
man.
yeah. You know what though? I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I do believe that both fighters will prepare really well for this type of fight. I think Bill's gonna invest very well for this fight. I think Norman Sr. is gonna invest very well for this fight. This fight is important for both people. And despite all the personal shit going on, they're both gonna come to the table with their best. Yo, the Bills are nasty, bro.
Fuck them.
Nah, chill, bro. The Bills are nasty. You gotta get don't be that Philly fan that just we the best
Fuck
team in the world, bro.
them.
Listen, the Bills are nasty. We scored 21 points in the third quarter with 9 minutes left against a team that's 2-5. Let's be
That's
realistic,
good. It's 10 minutes left in the third quarter. What you mean?
bro. Really statistically put that together, bro. They didn't even score yet in the third.
All right. All right. So my man Ish says, got one for you.
Where he
A
at?
prime, fully in shape Pooh versus Which Charlo?
I'm assuming he's talking about the 54 Charlo.
Yeah, but both Charlos for the 54.
Did they? Oh yeah, they damn sure did. I be getting them confused. Yeah, which Charlo? One got better timing than the other.
Yeah.
That's pass
Appreciate the
interference.
$5
That's
super
pass
chat, Ish.
interference. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Huh?
All right, so Mel.
He said Mel. Okay.
Yo, all right. So I feel like Maul, I've always felt Maul was a better fighter than Mel. And Maul's
And we
timing on
talking
his,
about a prime pool at 54?
yeah. I think Pooh gives Mel a lot of problems.
Yo, listen, let me tell you something, bro. I'm not even trying to like hype nothing up. Poole was possibly one of my favorite fighters to ever witness live training and at a fight when I was coming up, bro. He's like stupid fast.
Yeah.
His, I don't know, bro. Poole was
Now
always
you talking
good with
about like
speed.
fully, because the only thing that hurt Pooh, was outside of
Oh,
boxing. But if you talking
Eagles.
about fully focused, all that shit,
Hold up.
Pooh's hands are faster than Boo's hands.
Eagles, some turkey, young ass Bulls. I'm a Ravens fan. Yo, sit your crazy ass down. What you talking about? Poole hands is way faster than definitely faster than Boots. Um, Poole was really good at catching you at the right time in between shots. He was phenomenal at that. Like, by the time you threw your punch halfway out, he's catching you with something and he's gone. Pooh's probably the only person I've ever seen land 4 jabs in a row and, like, not even staying still, like, moving like the way Caleb does. He could throw 4 jabs in a straight row and fuck around and land them. He's crazy fast. But with a prime Charlo, too,
That's a fight.
that's a
That's a
good
fight.
fight. That's a
That's
good
a
fight.
fight. I don't
Respect the
even know.
both, I'm not going to pick.
You stumped
Respect
me.
the both,
You
I'm not
stumped me.
going to pick.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not going
stumped
to
me on
pick.
that one.
But Pooh, I love Pooh. So, I don't know. They better score right here, Mill. That's all I'm telling you. It's 30-15. At least get the first. Why would you?
Yo, you. I think you're a little ahead of me.
Wow, where you at? Where's your clock on?
9 minutes.
Damn. Mine's 7:35. I'm not talking about the game with you no more.
Please no. I think Jamel got a solid jab. I think Jamal's always has been a better fighter. Always. I know, and that's where people misconstrue resumes, opportunities with skills and ability. I think Maul is just a superior fighter than Mel.
Good kick.
Like Maul can do some shit, yo. That J Rock knockout is one of the best knockouts I've ever seen in my life. He catches 2 punches with the same hand and then counters with that same hand. That shit was ridiculous. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a spoiler. We scored.
That's a good spoiler though.
He say anything else about the Eagles?
He probably saying shit like chew, you, blue. He ain't
Two,
a Ravens fan.
two.
You guys, you.
Yeah, you. That's funny as
Shout out to
hell.
Baltimore, man.
Shout out to Baltimore, man. I love Baltimore.
I think Boots is the best at 154. I just need to see him get these fights, man. You know what I
You know
mean?
what, bro? I'm gonna chime in on that. If we're talking about, you know how when you play a game and you have that player statistics of overall power, speed, strength, endurance,
Yeah.
Boots is definitely up there at 54, hands down with ability. Um, I just think with at 54, people will start seeing him more. At 47, we had some complications, whatever. I'm not gonna say wait, but I'm just saying that there was been complications and all that. And hopefully at 54, everything shows so that way he could show everybody that he really got it. He really him.
Yeah. I like I said, I think he's the best. I just can't wait for him to prove it. You got to get the fights to prove it. You got to get the fights to really prove how good you are.
Hey Mill, this is a long
Yeah,
ass 10 minutes.
you're right. Do we consider Delco Philly or no? It's
No,
not.
you better stop. You better just sit down. You're
Delco
grounded too. Go to your room.
Delco is Delco.
Delco is that's it. Like that's what it is.
No, Easy Bands, you a hater. We're not even gonna do that. You know
What
you're
do
a
you
hater.
say? What do you say? What do you say?
No, Easy Bands, he knows he's a hater. He like we ain't even gotta do that. You don't like him. It is cool.
He don't like boots.
Yeah. Oh, he hates his
Okay.
gut.
Okay.
Scooter versus Roach. I'm
Never
not.
happen. That would never happen.
They're friends.
That would never happen.
They're friends. That's not even. I don't even want to speak on that fight.
Yeah, no, that fight would never happen. What have I always said, YSN? How about them Sixers? I don't even watch basketball, bro. Last time I saw basketball, AI was playing. So, sorry. You got to talk to Mill. Mill know everything about basketball.
Yeah, people don't even know I'm a basketball guy. I'm not even a boxing guy. I've gotten into boxing later
Yo,
in life.
listen, right? Mill would try to break something down to me and use basketball terms like I actually know what he's talking about. He'd be like, see, in college, you had this one player named such and such, such and such, such and such. And I'm sitting here like, what is he talking about? I have no idea. Who's Turkey?
Hey yo, you saying Delco's close to nigga. Do you consider Aberdeen and fucking White Marsh, Baltimore? Do you?
He said Delco. Bro, if you want to be in Philly that bad, just get a nice little apartment. You know what I mean? A little one bedroom joint. You could claim it. But not when you're
You
at
need to
Delco.
come up. You
Yeah.
you
That's funny.
need to stop talking shit.
Hey yo, you got anything else for me, Mel? I got
Nah, man.
to fuck these wings up. These joints hot.
Yeah, you can go head out, man. I appreciate you.
All right, bro. Everybody, tap into me. Hit me up. All right, bro.
All right, Joe. Philly be stealing who swag? Y'all? Come on, don't do that. Don't do that, bro. Don't. We not gonna lie. We not gonna lie. We not gonna sit here and lie. I like Baltimore, and you ain't gonna have me slander Baltimore because you on here making up lies. Oh, Easy Bands, you definitely a hitter, bro. Yeah, he wanted another drink. He didn't want y'all to watch him getting saucy on the live, man. I definitely like Baltimore. I fucks with Baltimore, but don't get in on here, man. No, you're a hater though. Andre's not a hater. You're a hater. Z Pacino. Nah, man, I'm gonna start going live. I'm gonna start going live more often. I'll probably bring people on to go live. It seems like y'all like that. Oh yeah, yo, my first fight ever watching was Pooh. Pooh fought the dude Albert, the African ball, Albert something. That was my first fight. Like Pooh hands was fast as shit. His shit was incredible. Under bro, it's a company. That's like that. That's like you saying, you stole Oregon's drip because you wear Nike. The company is based out of Baltimore, and they make quality shit. Come on, man, don't do that, man. You all right? Don't do that. If that's the case, we all took Oregon strip. If that's the case, we took Oregon strip since we wear Nikes. Derek Pooh Ennis, Boot's older brother, the oldest of Bosey's sons. Was like the primary sparring partner, like beat Gabe Rosado, fought some quality guys, beat some quality guys. Um, was Canelo's sparring partner for years. Yeah. But yo, I'm gonna head out, man. I appreciate y'all. I might go live later, I'm not sure. But yeah, I wanted to talk about the Kid Austin situation. But yeah, like, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna finish watching this game, man. Love ya. We out here. No, it's cool, bro. It's cool you didn't know. I'm here to always like show love, and you know what I'm saying?